Lights, camera, and death. Brandon Lee, March 31st, 1993, shot and killed by a projectile from a prop gun on set. Yeah, by another actor here in a movie scene that they're shooting. He was shot and killed. I believe it hit him in the chest, and he died a couple days later in the hospital, of course. But man, you know, you got to check those guns. That projectile wasn't even a bullet. It was a projectile that was stuck into the prop gun or whatever. It fired, and there's something in there, and it killed Mr. Lee, not on the spot, but a couple days later. Like I said, he held on because he has that fucking Lee mentality. But man, God rest his soul. Helena Hutchinson, shot by Alec Baldwin, 2021, a cinematographer on set of the movie Rust. You know, I guess they were target practicing with these prop guns, so supposed prop guns, which are live guns. It was target practicing beforehand. The armorer there is charged as well because they put the gun on set for Mr. Baldwin to use. Mr. Baldwin has been charged with manslaughter just recently as well for shooting and killing Miss Helena Hutchinson on set. She was just behind the camera, what have you. He shot the gun, and a real bullet came out. Bullet was stuck into the gun, apparently, and shot and killed her. So, man, wow, what is just a sad, tragic ending there. Vic Morrow, Twilight Zone, the movie, July 23rd, 1982, decapitated by a helicopter on set of the movie, shooting the scene here. He's running with two other actors, or I believe, whatever. He's running by himself. There's two other people on the ground that were killed, two other children, actually. I believe that he was acting with. Anyways, he's decapitated when the helicopter crashes suddenly, goes right towards Mr. Morrow, and the blades of the helicopter shred his head off, clean off. He's killed instantly. Doesn't even know what the fuck hit him, probably. Mr. Morrow here has been in a couple of movies you might recognize him from. If you look him up, do some research. Either way, the footage is ghastly, and it's just a tragedy. John Bernecker, 33, died in 2017 on set of The Walking Dead, the 8th season. He was a stuntman here. He died from a 22-foot fall onto the ground with no padding. The family ended up suing the makers here, The Walking Dead, whatever you want to say, and they ended up getting an $8.6 million payout for the death here, the tragic accidental death of their son, their beloved son. This stuntman here, apparently he's on top of a building here, going to do a jump from the 8th season of The Walking Dead, and he lands on the ground with no padding, so they didn't pad the area where he was going to land, and miscommunication, what have you. Either way, they didn't do their job to protect the stuntman, and ended up in his tragic demise. Sarah Jones, 27 years old, a crew member here on February 20th, 2014, a crew member of a movie, Midnight Rider. The train was coming. They're shooting a scene of this movie on a train track, and what do you know? Here comes a train. They rush and scramble to get off. Some props from the movie bedding is stuck on the track. This woman, Sarah, cannot get off in time. Apparently, no one helps her either. She's struck apparently by the bedding, the prop bedding that they're using, and moved onto the tracks where she loses her balance and moves onto the tracks and is struck and killed by the train. Massive, of course, internal injuries, head injuries, lacerations, cuts, fractures, all on the autopsy report, medical examiner. Wow, it's just a tragedy, of course, as well. I mean, you know, you gotta protect people. That's the first and foremost, is safety on set or anywhere in life. Safety is number one of people around you and yourself. Man, you gotta help people as well. Just a tragedy in the making. Lights, camera, and death.